This video is for hockey players who have little to no knowledge of what hockey stick flex is. After watching this video, you'll learn what flex is, why it's important, and what hockey stick flex is right for you, and with that, help improve your shots. In addition, I'll share some fun interview clips with star NHL players talking about what flexes they use and why, which is very interesting and you may find surprising. Hockey stick flex is just one of several features of hockey sticks, but certainly a very important one. Another important hockey stick feature closely related to flex is kick point. I have a hockey stick kick point video that complements this one. If you're not familiar with what kick point is, I definitely recommend you check that out. There's a link to the kick point vid in the description below. Besides flex and kick point, other important hockey stick features include stick height, blade pattern, blade lie, shaft taper, and what color your hockey stick is.
Like that, reverse it.
Forget that last one. So what is hockey stick flex? Hockey stick flex is a measure of the stiffness of a hockey stick. In other words, it refers to the amount your stick bends when you take a shot. Hockey sticks have flex ratings usually between 30 and 110. The lower the number, the more flexible the stick, and the higher the number, the stiffer the stick. The number represents the amount of force in pounds needed to bend a hockey stick 1 inch. So with a 100 flex hockey stick, you need 100 pounds of pressure to bend the stick 1 inch. That's about as technical as we'll get. Why is flex important? Depending on your shooting style, what type of shots you typically take, or even what position you play, choosing the proper flex can have a significant impact on your shots and overall play. For example, using the proper flex can help you get shots off quicker, catch passes easier, help with stick handling, and even help with face-offs. What flex is right for you? If you've already perused the internet about hockey stick flex, you've probably heard you should start with a flex that's about half your body weight. So if you weigh 200 pounds, you should get a 100 flex stick. While this may be an okay guideline starting out, there are other important variables to consider. And depending on those variables, you'll want to adjust the flex number up or down. What are the variables, man? Stick height. The relationship between stick height and the flex of a stick is very important. With a taller stick, there's more distance between the hands, thus more leverage and easier to flex. And conversely, with a shorter stick, there's less distance between the hands, less leverage, and harder to flex. So with this, as an example, a taller player may be more comfortable playing with a higher flex since they have more leverage on the stick with their height. Additionally, players may either cut sticks down or put extensions in to make them longer. The flex number on a stick is typically based on the standard length at which a stick is manufactured. So if a stick is cut down, it'll feel stiffer and perform like a stick with a slightly higher flex number. And conversely, if an extension is installed, it'll perform like a stick with a slightly lower flex number and feel a bit whippier. Some sticks have markings that indicate what the flex feels like if a stick is cut down. Player strength. If a player is stronger than average for their weight, they may want to choose a slightly higher flex stick, while a weaker player may want to choose a lower flex. Lower flexes are obviously easier to flex. Playing style. Players who like to take big slap shots may want to go with higher flex sticks, while players who take mostly wrist and snap shots may be better off with lower flex sticks. With big slap shots and higher flex, stiffer sticks, it takes a bit longer to load the stick while shooting, but the benefit is a harder and more powerful shot. The load of a hockey stick, in simple terms, is the bending of the stick during a shot. With quick wristers and snappers, you can benefit with lower flexes as they're easier to load and get those quicker shots off. Kick point. The kick point of a hockey stick is where the hockey stick flexes or kicks the most when shooting. A low kick point stick flexes more towards the bottom of the stick, and a mid kick stick flexes more in the middle of the stick. Generally, low kick sticks are beneficial in getting quick snap and wrist shots off, so using a lower flex stick may be preferred. And with mid kick sticks, it may be beneficial to bump the flex up a bit. Again, to learn a lot more about hockey stick kick point, please check out my kick point vid. Hopefully this gives you a better understanding of hockey stick flex. The best way to determine the right stick flex Flex for you is to try different options out. I've tried various flexes and always seem to land on 95 Flex. It's really a personal preference thing. I'm 6'2", weigh about 180. I'm a defenseman and like to take a lot of slap shots. So if I were to choose a flex that's half your body weight guideline, I should go with a 90 Flex stick. However, after trying different flex sticks, I feel most comfortable with the 95 Flex sticks range. Anything lower than that just feels too whippy for me. As I promised at the beginning of the video, I'll roll some short NHL player clips on what flexes they use and why. It's very interesting. Before that, I just want to say thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe for more cool stuff for hockey junkies, and remember, stay junky, my friends.
I use an 85 Flex on my stick, but I cut it down a little bit, so it's probably a little stiffer than that. As a centerman, you got to take face-offs, so it needs to be a little bit stiffer, but still want to be able to shoot the puck.
Honestly, I have no clue. Thinking it's like 87, but I have no clue.
80. I like it whippy, just for like a wrist shot, snapshot. I like it pretty whippy, so kind of use the stick a bit to kind of whip the puck. 77, but like cut down, so probably like a 81.
82. It's pretty flexible, you know, like you can flex it so you don't have to go hard to shoot high and more quick.
82. I feel like it's a good combination of not being too whippy, enough that I can lean on it. The stiffer your stick is, the easier it is to stick handles.
My stick, it's 85, and just, I don't know, just a quick shot. Obviously, I think I would be even better on face-off if I would have a higher flex, so, but you gotta choose.
My flex is 87, but I cut it down a little bit, so it's probably like a 90. I think I need a stiffer flex as a centerman.
I use 95 Flex. I like it a pretty stiff stick. I still cut it down after that too, so.
95, I like it a little stiffer. I feel the puck a little bit better that way. Better for one-timers as well, a little stiffer stick.
95. Stick battles, face-offs, catching passes, one-timers.
100. The feel on a stiffer stick is a lot better for passing, for handling it. When you get to a game, I feel like you want a little stiffer. I feel like you get better feedback.
100. Well, it's a little bit stiffer, and I think just taking face-offs, and I've always used a bit more of a stiffer stick.
122. You know, being a taller guy, the more muscles I put on. You know, 122 has been a good flex and feels like I can get my shots away quickly and hard when needed to, so good one-timer stick.
Okay, that's a wrap.